सही बैठा हुआ है।
सेव है ऑटोमेटिकली?
नहीं तो बंद होता रहेगा। अच्छा,
I think it goes on to the reset mode.
Yes.
Every time when it gets okay done. Very good. So let's now look at this concept as I was discussing with you, the cost of capital. अब जब आप when you will start preparing for the examination of valuation, you will realize that every now and then you will come across cost of capital every now and then. And unless and until there is a clarity about the cost of capital, you run serious risk. And I can give you an example. There can be a cash flow which is for the firm, and there can be a cash flow which is for the equity, isn't it? So there is a free cash flow for firm, free cash flow for equity. And I can also tell you at this point in time, दोनों में क्या फर्क है? दोनों में फर्क है कि कैश फ्लो which is available for all the stakeholders including the lenders is cash flow for the firm. And what is cash flow for the equity? Cash flow for the equity is the cash flow which is available only for the equity holders. Now you get a question as part of the case study. The cash flow is given of the firm and lot of informations are given, and they ask you find out the present value. So cash flow for the firm is given, somewhere cost of capital is given, somewhere cost of equity is given. You pick up the cost of equity, discount the future cash flows of the firm using the cost of equity, and you get an answer 10.22, and you check in the 4 options A, B, C, D. 10.22 is the first option. And wow, मेरा कैलकुलेशन परफेक्ट है, एंड आप बड़े कॉन्फिडेंटली आप उसको क्लिक करते हो और you think that you have answered it correctly, and now you are sure that अभी मैं पास हो जाऊंगा. आप बाहर निकलते हो, जैसे आप बटन दबाते हो एग्जाम खत्म करके सामने स्कोर आता है, your score is 57.5. And you start wondering as to why did you fail. You failed not for anything else. You failed because you thought that you solved that question correctly by discounting it with the cost of equity. Okay. Yeah. So you thought that because this is the cash flow for the firm, and you have discounted using the cost of equity. So obviously, ये लोग बदमाश हैं. जो एग्जाम पेपर सेट करते हैं उनको मालूम होता है कि बंदा कहाँ गलती करने वाला है, तो वो जो गलत आंसर है सबसे ऊपर दिखाते हैं. वो जो आपको उसको मालूम है कि आप कौन सा आंसर निकालोगे, so they put it on the top. What you should have done, you should have discounted cash flow for the firm, not with the cost of equity. You should have discounted it by the cost of WACC. No WACC. Because cost of firm यानी कि सारे के सारे आ गए. सारे के सारे आ गए यानी कि the cost, the discounting factor has to be based on the weighted average cost of capital and not on the cost of equity. आपको 2.5 मार्क क्यों कम पड़ा? आपको 2.5 मार्क इसलिए कम पड़ा क्योंकि 2 मार्क्स का तो आपने क्वेश्चन गलत किया, और 2.5 मार्क का आधा जो मार्क है वो आपको नेगेटिव मार्किंग की वजह से. So I just thought let's understand the cost of capital very clearly, and I am sure as we go you will realize that now on you will have no difficulty in cost of capital. Any discussion on fixed income securities, merger and amalgamation, capex, portfolio management, inorganic growth, organic growth, whatever, cannot be done without understanding cost of capital. So let's understand this one by one. What is cost of capital, all of you? What is cost of capital?
Cost which has been spent to raise that capital.
Very good. Perfect. Cost of capital. And please, because some of the questions I will keep on answering, even though I have incorporated those here, but then as I discussed. So what is cost of capital? Cost of capital is the cost of a source source of capital. Are you with me? Preference share है, उसकी cost of capital है. Debenture है, उसकी cost of capital है. Equity है, उसकी cost of capital है. Term loan है, उसकी cost of capital है. So cost of capital, please remember, is a generic term. It is a generic term. And what does it signify? It signifies cost of a source of funding, cost of source of finance. What purpose does it serve? The purpose does it serve is it helps you to convert the future cash flows in terms of present value. Cost of capital is a reference point for you to take a decision. Are you with me? आप एक नया प्रोजेक्ट ले रहे हो, आपकी कॉस्ट ऑफ कैपिटल 15% है, और ये जो प्रोजेक्ट आप नया ले रहे हो उसका आप IRR कैलकुलेट करते हो और वो आ रहा है 14%. Will you accept this project?
No.
Or will you reject this project? You will reject this project. Why are you able to take that decision? You are able to take that decision because you know what is your
IRR.
cost of capital and because IRR, and then you are able to compare it. So that is the purpose. The cost of capital will serve. What is WACC? Is it same as WACC?
Weighted average cost of capital.
And WACC? Praveen, WACC? Shreepal? Shweta?
Operational capital.
Rishikesh? Okay. WACC is weighted average cost of capital and WACC is also weighted average cost of capital. वो खाली लिखने का तरीका है. तो क्यों कहते हो, ये मैं क्यों आपको दिखा रहा हूँ, क्योंकि आप पढ़ोगे तो आपको आप कम यू विल कम अक्रॉस कि कोई लोग WACC लिखते हैं और कोई लोग WACC लिखते हैं, तो आपको कुछ कंफ्यूजन नहीं होना चाहिए. वेटेड एवरेज कॉस्ट ऑफ कैपिटल इज WACC, और अगर आपको समय बचाना है, स्पेस बचाना है, तो कुछ लोग उसको खाली WACC लिखते हैं, WACC. That's all. Okay. So there is no difference between the हैं? हाँ, okay. कुछ लोग फॉर्मूला में उसको क्यों करके भी लिखते हैं, correct? Are WACC and the COC same or different?
It's different.
It is different. Very good. What is the difference?
We assign weights
Hmm?
different. So based on proportion, you might assign weights.
WACC is
Good.
more different.
Good. Good.
WACC is more accurate compared to COC.
Okay. Very good. Very good.
Same, sir.
Same. Okay. Very good. So you know, are WACC and COC same or different? अब देखो इसको समझ के लीजिए. They can be different. They need not be different. What is WACC? We all understand. WACC is weighted average cost of capital. That means WACC क्या है? WACC है cost of capital of many sources of capital together. Yes or no? इस weighted average cost of capital और weighted average cost of capital है, तो इसका मतलब obvious है कि बहुत सारे sources हैं. So equity है, debenture है, ये preference share है, सबकी मिला के जो आपने cost निकाली, that is known as WACC. Cost of capital, जैसा कि मैंने आपको पहले कहा, it can be for a single source, it can be for all these sources put together. So cost of preference share capital, cost of equity share capital, cost of debenture, cost of CCD, cost of NCD, cost of retained profit. Are you with me? So WACC and COC, they are same, but they are not same also. When are they same? When?
Only
Because
once.
only once.
Source of.
Only once, right? When they are same, only once. When जब WACC आपने कैलकुलेट करी और उसके बाजू में आपने बहुत सारे सोर्सेज को मिला के कॉस्ट ऑफ कैपिटल कैलकुलेट करी, then it is same. Otherwise it is different. WACC is combination and बाकी के सारा individual. Is COC also referred to as cost of equity?
No.
Yes. Cost of capital is a generic term. Cost of capital can be cost of equity, cost of preference share, cost of debenture, cost of CCPS, cost of CCD, cost of NCD, all that. So COC can also be referred as cost of equity, or cost of equity is referred as COC. That is also correct, because cost of equity is what? Cost of equity is the cost of equity share capital. So it is also same. Is COC same as cost of equity, cost of debt, cost of preference share capital, cost of bond, cost of debenture, and also WACC? Yes or no?
अगर जनरिक टर्म है तो हाँ
अगर जेनरिक टर्म है तो
हाँ
हाँ, और क्या COC जेनरिक टर्म है?
हाँ
हाँ. So that means the answer is हाँ.
तो WACC क्यों ऐड किया बाद में वैक?
Yeah, because WACC ultimately is also cost of capital. The only difference is WACC is the cost of capital of multiple sources put together. And that is what, though these are the nuances of cost of capital, which I can tell you by reading you will not never be able to follow. By discussion you will definitely. Is WACC the COC or COC is the WACC?
वन एंड सेवन
One and same. Is WACC COC weighted average cost of capital? क्या cost of capital है? The answer is cost of capital. Can it be WACC?
हाँ
The answer is yes. How to determine the cost of capital? प्रवीण, तो ये आपको करना पड़ेगा. Valuation करने जाओगे तो remember, unless you know the cost of capital, can you find out the intrinsic value? Is it possible? You cannot find out the intrinsic value unless and until you know what is the cost of capital. So how will you find out the cost of capital, Shweta? How do you find out the cost of capital?
Sources you find out the cost of capital, like debenture different, equity different, and then assign weights.
So that is what you are finding out the WACC.
The cost of capital in that is same.
Is it same? Is it necessarily the same? Okay. So remember, finding out the cost of capital is very simple. Preference share, it is 10% preference share. What is the cost of preference share? 10%. Debenture, 10% NCD. What is the cost of debenture?
Minus tax.
Minus tax. Are you with me? Are you with me?
तो प्रेफरेंस में भी सर ऐड टैक्स नहीं करेंगे, उस पर भी तो हमको टैक्स DDT वगैरह भरनी पड़ेगा ना?
आफ्टर टैक्स होता है ना।
तो आफ्टर टैक्स है
नहीं, डिविडेंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन टैक्स तो भरनी पड़ेगा हमको, प्रेफरेंस शेयर के डिविडेंड दिया तो भी.
आफ्टर पैक
Plus DDT.
That's a good point. But do you have to pay DDT on the preference share dividend, or it is
Yes,
only in
all
case of the
dividends.
equity?
All dividends.
All dividends.
Plus
Okay, so that's a good point because I'm not aware, so that's the reason I did not. But you're right. If you have to pay DDT when you're paying dividend to the preference shareholders, then you are right. Then your cost of preference share is not 10%; it is 11.7%. Isn't it? DDT is almost 17%.
15%.
15%. So your cost of preference share in that case becomes 11.5%. Now, which is opposite in case of debenture. And why it is opposite in case of debenture? So 10% अगर debenture है, you know, debentures are denominated 10% debenture. So that means इस debenture के ऊपर आपको 10% का interest भरना है. And we all know, interest is a tax deductible expense. 30% का आपका tax rate है. तो आप 10% is the interest you are paying, and उस 10% के ऊपर 30% you are saving. Effectively, how much is going from your pocket? So what is your cost of debenture? 7%, right? So this is how you will find out. See, the point that I am trying to convey to you is, it is not a big problem to find out the cost of equity. Only we need to understand. So preference share capital है, कैसे निकालेंगे? अभी जैसे डिस्कस किया. डिबेंचर है, कैसे निकालेंगे? अभी जैसे डिस्कस किया. टर्म लोन है, कैसे निकालेंगे?
Same rate of interest.
Same way as डिबेंचर. NCD है, कैसे निकालेंगे? Same way as डिबेंचर. WACC निकालनी है, कैसे निकालेंगे?
उसको allocate करेंगे
वेटेड एवरेज
percent
करके
के हिसाब
निकालेंगे.
से.
Right? Okay. तो बाकी सब का ठीक है. Problem is how do you find out the cost of
Equity.
equity? प्रेफरेंस शेयर का दिया हुआ है, डिबेंचर का दिया हुआ है, एनसीडी का दिया हुआ है, टर्म लोन का दिया हुआ है. The problem is how do you find out the cost of equity, or how do you find out the cost of retained earnings or cost of reserves and surplus? Do the reserves and surplus have a cost?
Yes.
What cost it is?
डिविडेंड देना पड़ेगा आपको.
What is the cost of the retained profit or the reserves and surplus?
Market
So-
rate. What is the prevailing market rate that we can use?
So what is which prevailing market rate
For equity capital.
Same as equity.
for equity capital? So remember, the cost of reserves and surplus or cost of retained profit is same as the cost of
Equity.
equity. So meaning what? Meaning if you are able to find out the cost of equity, by default you also have found out the cost of
Reserve.
reserve. तो ये आपने सब मालूम कर लिया. अब सवाल ये कि आप cost of equity कैसे मालूम करोगे?
Expectations
Expectation?
of
Shareholders.
capital shareholders.
Absolutely. Please join your hands and give Rishikesh a big round. Very good. Cost of equity मालूम करने का सबसे सिंपल तरीका, सबसे सिंपल तरीका ये है. What is cost of equity? Cost of equity is nothing but the expectation of the investor or shareholder. If I put my money into a business, what is the return that I am expecting? That is my cost of equity. Or what is my opportunity cost? So if I was to invest this money into some business, how much would I have earned in that business? That is my cost of equity. What is the problem? Problem is, एक कंपनी में एक शेयरहोल्डर तो होता नहीं है,
बराबर.
हजारों होते हैं, लाखों होते हैं. तो वो लाखों अगर होते हैं तो how do you figure out as to what is the cost of equity? And please remember, two people, forget two people, two brothers also will not have the same cost of equity. If you go to Mukesh Ambani and you ask him, sir, what is your expectation in terms of return? मुकेश अंबानी बोलेगा मुझे कम से कम 30% चाहिए. 30% से कम है तो मुझे प्रोजेक्ट में इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. Please go to somebody else. And you go and ask the same question to Anil Ambani. Anil Ambani क्या बोलेगा? मेरा कर्जा चुक गया ना तो मैं नहीं पाऊंगा. So the problem is that different people have different expectations, and since different people have different expectations, calculating the cost of equity becomes a challenge. And remember, what is the purpose of calculating the cost of equity? The purpose of calculating the cost of equity is to empower you, is to enable you to find out your WACC, weighted average cost of capital, because then that becomes your basis for further decision making. तो अब आप क्या करोगे? बहुत सारे मॉडल हैं. EPS के बेसिस पे डिसाइड करो, डिविडेंड के बेसिस पे डिसाइड करो, डिविडेंड पे आउट के बेसिस पे. पर आई कैन टेल यू जितने मॉडल उतने आंसर. But the best model that you have to determine the cost of equity is CAPM, Capital Asset Pricing Model, and that we will discuss in the course of time. But for the time we can understand, globally CAPM is used as a tool for deciding the cost of equity. The only problem is that CAPM is applicable more with the companies which are listed. So if your company is not listed, then CAPM cannot be applied to you, because how to calculate your beta? Beta can be calculated only for a company which is listed. So what can be the next best option? The next best option can be to find out a type of company which is like yours, which is also listed. So find out the beta of that company and apply that beta in case of the company which is unlisted, for which you are doing the valuation. You only have to ensure that whatever numbers you have taken are authentic. They have some basis. Why this approximation is permissible? Please pay attention. This is also very important, because I'm sure you would know this. Valuation is neither a science nor an art. Valuation is artistic science or scientific art. इसका मतलब क्या है? इसका मतलब यह है कि अगर चार लोग एक कंपनी का वैल्यूएशन करेंगे तो वो चारों कुछ भी करें, कैसे भी करें, they will not come to the same answer. And at the same time चारों के आंसर सही हो सकते हैं, क्योंकि assumption आप क्या लेते हो उस पर डिपेंड करता है. तो approximation is allowed. Because why approximation is allowed? Because your objective is to take a decision. और डिसीजन लेने के लिए अगर आपको थोड़ा बहुत एडजस्टमेंट करना है तो करो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. पर थोड़ा बहुत एडजस्टमेंट करो, बहुत थोड़ा मत करो. राइट? ओके. So we look at the CAPM. How to determine the cost of equity? I have discussed with you. Does CAPM? That we will discuss it when we come to that. Okay. Now these questions, what is YTM and all, we will discuss. And because I just got a hint, and about 15 minutes back that lunch is ready, so you can please have your lunch. And I think we'll finish in half an hour.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Right. So we'll come back and we'll continue.
local law.
साढ़े पाँच.
साढ़े पाँच.